What's up, YouTube? Back again with another video. In today's video, man, it's my second time recording this now. I'm super heated because about an hour ago I recorded a video going over everything that was new in this game for the Season Reloaded. And my mic decided that it was going to cut out. And I basically talked to myself and not in the mic, apparently. Story of my life, bro. Swear. It's the second time I'm gonna record this, but we're gonna do something a little different this time around. So I'm gonna list off a bunch of the new stuff, and as I'm going through, I'm going to once I go through all the stuff that's new, I'm also going to showcase all of the settings that I'm currently running on this game at the moment for those that are interested. So if you're new to the game and you want to know good settings, you guys can copy and paste mine. If for whatever reason this video is super long and you don't feel like sitting through it, I'll have a Linktree link down below that will have my Discord and all my other social medias on it. But that Discord, if you join that, there is a best settings for Call of Duty channel, and that will have pictures of all the settings in the game. So it's worthwhile checking out. So first off, obviously, we have the MW3 Season 3 Reloaded stuff, and this will include the new camo they just added yesterday, the one-trick camo. This camo requires 150,000 XP with that weapon to get it. There is 50 weapons in the Modern Warfare 3 and 77 guns from Modern Warfare 2 in this game. If you are someone who wants to get this on every gun in the game, so all 127 guns, 28, you would need to get around 19 million XP if you just get MW3 guns, which is what I'm going to be currently working on. I'm going to get all the MW3 guns first, and then I'm going to go back and do the MW2 ones if I don't have another grinder ready to do. But if you just do MW3 guns, it'll be 9 million XP. So I think it was like 7.9, something like that. It's definitely worth the grind if you want it. I like this camo. I got 2 guns done with this camo already. I got the BAL-27. I was one of the top 5 players in the world to get this camo first. The first person in the world that I'm aware of was Reed Boy. He got this camo 20 minutes before I did. It was like 6:19 for him, and it was like 6:30 when I got mine. So like 20-something minutes early, or later, sorry. And then I got this for the MTZ-556 as well. So you guys can see also by the classes here that I am working on a bunch of guns currently. So hoping to get more done today. On average, should be able to get 2 to 3 done a day, but we'll have to wait and see. Also, the BAL-27 dropped yesterday. Super dope gun. If you're looking for a really good build of this gun, I recommend this build right here. Super solid build. It's super comfortable. Feels good. Overall, this is what I recommend if you are trying to run a fast maneuver build with this, but also do a lot of damage as well. So we can get through this half the video fast. I'm gonna rapid shoot all the things that I am aware of that have changed. First off, multiplayer stuff. So they have reverted the muting feature back to the left trigger. Basically that means like before Season 3, or I think it was at the beginning of Season 3, they changed it to square. So when you're in a lobby, if you want to pull up everyone in the lobby and mute them, this is what I normally do to unmute people that are like auto muted. You can, like, you have to press square. They have reverted it now back to L2, so now you can left trigger it now. They've also added a wish list feature to the store, and this basically means that, from what my understanding is, bundles will no longer go away, even if they're LTM bundles, as long as they're wish listed. So if you're trying to get bundles that are no longer available, this might be a strategy to make sure that you can still get them in the future. But I don't know if it's going to 100% work like this, but this is how I believe it's going to work, just from how usually other wish lists work. Super cool. Has its own little wish list section. You can see here. You can see all the wishlist items I have wishlisted so far. I wishlisted a bunch of these. Some of these on one, some of these I just did so you guys can see it. And yeah, that's how it looks, and it's always there. So pretty dope. the new event, or I should say it's not a new event, it's more of the event that's been going on currently. This event's about to end here in 5 days, so make sure you guys go ahead and finish those challenges up. Here are all the challenges for the bow. You guys can see them, pause the video, look at them. You can get these done in for like one zombies match, one multiplayer match, so pretty quick stuff. Here's the challenges for the new weekly reward, which is the models. I'm gonna have a video coming soon, and they would update my game as soon as that happens. Call of Duty, ladies and gentlemen. Call of Duty. We'll go over some zombie stuff while we're waiting to load that game. So zombies got stash increase from 10 to 20, new rifts, a new weapon Easter egg to get a weapon blueprint. Let's see, schematics also now can be toned down with like exfilling and getting XP and all that, so that's pretty dope as well. Here are the weekly challenges for the Mark II's Jack Warden kits, which is the models from Modern Warfare 2. You can see all the challenges. I still have to complete the ones. Oh, they actually updated it too, which is really nice. The shotguns must be tracking now because they're updated. And then here's the Warzone as well. Hopefully it means I can get into zombies today, hopefully, because I still need to grind zombies stuff yet. Those are the weeklies. They added two new items, one for the field upgrades we'll show here, which is the high EVGs, or enhanced visual goggles. They're okay. They make the game look really cool. They only last for a few seconds. They're not honestly that useful. I wouldn't recommend putting these on unless you just want a few seconds of coolness, because it makes you look like futuristic and shit. But otherwise, that's pretty much all it does. Then we also got a new tactical, the I think it's EMD. Yeah, EMD grenade in mine. It's basically like just puts a tracker on people and reveals a location for your team until the minimap's removed. This is going to be something I feel like that could be really useful in, like, say, hardcore or something, maybe. But yeah, nothing really crazy. That's pretty much it for new stuff that they added. There is probably some small things I'm missing, but I'm 99% sure that this is it. Oh, actually, I am missing one thing. They apparently increased. I haven't tested this yet, but apparently they've increased. That's not a word. Increased the weapon add favorites, so attachment favorites. They've increased that to now 30. So I think I'll be working on building builds and getting those ready for the COD Community app and getting that updated. And while I'm doing that, I'm going to start favoring like really good attachments, and that way it's easier to to use them. So if you're someone who does that too, I'd recommend that. Favorite your favorite optics. If you have a grip or a muzzle that you always use, then make sure to favorite it. It makes your life a lot easier. You don't have to like try to look for it or whatever. You can it'll be at the front of the list every time. So that's pretty nice. I like that they're increasing these things because I like to have the option to have more. Even if I only use 1 or 2 favorite slots, it would be nice to be able to, like, say, favorite it. New attachments, like we got the AW Gen 1 optic. This is a red dot scope from Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. You get this at level 3 for the bow. This is a really cool optic in the sense that it's a remaster of the one red dot. So there's 2 red dots in AW. The first one was this one. Now the original didn't have the little slivers. It was actually more like this shape, but it was just a solid blue dot. And then this one was on one that you could zoom in. It had 2 functions. It had a dot version, which was zoomed out, which was what most people use, and then it had a zoomed in function, which had the 3 dots. Unfortunately, this optic version is only zoomed out, and it's super zoomed in, so it's not the best thing for accuracy. But if you're trying to build like an AW specific build, which I might do in the future, this is definitely the optic to probably use for that. But other than that, that's everything new. So if you were just here for the new content, thank you guys for watching. If you guys are here for some tips and tricks video information, go ahead and stay for the next few minutes as I go through the settings in Modern Warfare 3 Season 3. So first thing we're going over is controller. I'm going to hit everything. I'm going to scroll through. You guys can stop. If I see anything that specifically needs to be talked about, I'll mention it. But for the most part, everything's pretty self-explanatory. You can copy and paste my settings, or you guys can mess around with your own settings. But these are the settings that I run personally for me. But everyone has different like sensitivities and etc. etc. So keep that in mind. Aim assist is not a problem in Call of Duty, unlike many people like to talk about. So it doesn't really matter what aim assist you do. I personally prefer dynamic. It's ideal for more experienced players, fast starting movement, that slows down to the aiming rate response S-curve mapping. This basically, this is better for just movement. Now, I think they did nerf S-curve mapping, so I might start messing around with linear. So if you're, trying to figure out what to use, maybe try linear, but I personally normally run dynamic. That I'm using, I think, aim-assist Black Ops. But yeah, that's pretty much just self-explanatory. You kind of just mess around with it, figure out what works for you. You can see here, aim-assist type is actually default. I don't know if I put that there or if that was a bug. For right now, probably is gonna leave it. I'm actually gonna favorite that, so if I can mess with that. Same with this actually. While I'm sitting here, while I'm sitting here, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna favorite those. But yeah, you can use whatever. I think for a while I was using Black Ops, but I might have put it at default unless the game just likes to sometimes put shit in random places. But that's normally what I run. I'm normally running. I don't normally have aim assist on. I'm not someone who turns it off because I'm not a loser. Gameplay, we got a couple good settings over here. Auto move forward off. Tactical sprint behavior, you can do double tap. That's what I have. I have ground mantle on. This will let you climb nearby obstacles while on the ground using the jump button. Jumping. Partial for automatic airborne mantle. Free for plunging underwater. That's good for if you're trying to do a lot of stuff in the water aspects of the maps. That's good to have. Aimed on sights behavior hold. Change zoom activation, sprint tactical focus, equipment behavior hold, etc. Yeah, pretty basic settings, nothing crazy in here. Again, you guys can pause the video and look at these settings. It'll be a lot easier. I just don't want to make this video super long for you guys. Graphics, this actually don't have to fix because I didn't have it fixed before. But so normally what you want to do is set this to auto. Now, for some reason, it says available text size is medium. For some reason, large doesn't work. And if you have it on small, I don't know if that fucks it up. But if you are having issues doing whatever it may be, if you're getting on the game or whatever, try to turn this on to small or auto. I prefer auto. I run my graphical settings at max capacity, which is why my games look so crisp when you're playing. But obviously you can take that into account on whether or not what you want to do. I know for a while there's a bug last year that required you to have this one small. And there really isn't that much of a difference. It just means that things didn't look as great as they could have been. Right now, camos look a lot better since I updated it back to auto, as well as I had it on medium earlier. World motion blur, weapon motion blur, turn those off. Film grain, turn those things. These three things they shouldn't even be in the game, bro. They should just be turned off on every video game ever made, period. They're stupid, they're not needed, they're ugly. Yeah, go away. No one likes you. Depth of field, fidelity. Fidelity is really good for graphics if you're really trying to get that high crispness of the game. Recommend turning that on, turn that to 100 as well. FOV 120 because we're not fucking punks. I do at least 50% for third person, but you could obviously do more if you wanted to. Inverted flashbang, I have this on because I don't want my eyes to bleed every time I get flashbanged. Spectra cameras, games perspective. Although this doesn't even work, this setting's completely fucking broken. It will still put you in the helmet. I don't know what is up with this game and not having settings that work, but it is what it is. And then obviously safe area is just whatever you want your safe area to be. Audio, you have the headphone bass boost. This is something I might work on changing, but there's not a whole lot of settings in this game. There's some games that have tons of settings, but this game doesn't have that many settings. So I think right now the headphones boost is probably the best. This is better for enhancing the low end frequencies compared to all the other ones. So master volume, I have a 50, 30 for that, 60, 80, 30, and 100 because war tracks really aren't that loud. Voice chat volume is only 16. This is normally 50. So if you're wondering why game chat is like fucking ear raping you, just turn down voice chat down to like 16 or something. 50 is like halfway. That's like if you had your cell phone blasting music at like 90 or something. That's the equivalency of how loud it is. So it's pretty loud. I've seen people play at 100, which is psychotic. Voice chat on, obviously, if game voice channel all lobby, and I have like, you know, the proximity chat on. Sometimes I turn this off, especially if I'm playing Warzone. Sometimes I just don't want to hear people. Open mic sensitivity 60. I don't want to have to talk too loud or too soft in order to get, you know, for it to hear me. So 60 is usually a good sweet spot. Sometimes I'll turn it down to 60 for like, you know, 5 up to 65 or down to like 55 or something, but for the most part it stays at 60. I have myself not be muted when I'm connecting to a channel, because if I'm trying to talk to someone in a hurry, I don't want to have to unmute myself, because that'd be annoying. But if you are someone who's like joining a lobby but you like to listen to music or whatever, sometimes it's nice to just, you know, have this on or whatever. Microphone level 100, because I can control it through my PlayStation. It's much more easier to control through PlayStation anyway. Microphone test, you can do this if you want. Make sure your microphone's good. Subtitles on, of course, except for Warzone for some reason. Let me turn that on. I don't know why that's off. I turn mono audio off. I'm not a fan of mono audio and just on anything really, not even on my phone. Not a fan of it. Juggernaut music on. Hit markers is classic. Interface, we got some stuff right here for you guys. Subtitles still. Text chat size. Minimap square, minimap rotation on, horizontal compass, because sometimes you like to call out coordinates, crosshairs. I really wish the center dot could be changed colors. I think it's supposed to be large. I don't know why it keeps putting this on default. I wish you could change the colors of the crosshair, to be honest. I really do wish, but unfortunately you cannot. Hit markers visual, yes. Damage based hit markers, yes. Abbreviated player names, that's better for just, you know, overall. Squad's health and cinema on. Server latency I have on. Packet loss I have on. Clock I have on. Tips and stuff I have on. I thought there was color in here. Is it in graphics? There it is. I don't know why I missed it. Please remember I'm running for colors. Bright green for you, dark blue for teammates. Party is yellow. It's got orange almost. Enemies is the darkest possible red, besides this. But I like the little brighter, because this gives a better looking kill feed. Like the kills are better. Then neutral is just white. That works. Contested is also black, because that works. SWAT colors, I'm running currently green for one, dark red for like bright red, dark reddish color for the second one, which can get confusing. I might eventually change this to a different color, because it gets very confusing. Because when like a red teammate kills an enemy. Blue, light blue for the squad 3, purple for 4, pink for 5, black for 6. I'm running filter number 2. These other filters really, I don't know. People said that filter 2 is the best, but honestly, I don't know. I might look into these filters more over the coming days, because I'm actually interested to see if they've changed or not. Because then when I made this setting, it was like when this game first came out. Actually, it was before this game came out. It was back in Modern Warfare 2 when that game came out, and I haven't touched the filter. So these filters might have changed or updated since then. I don't know. But I personally, at the moment, I'm running 2. Color filter target is the world. I guess it's supposed to make the game a little better because it's graphics. If you put for both, I think it's supposed to do like the menus and stuff, which is pretty cool, I guess. So you can do both, or you can just do world. World color intensity, I'm at 90. You could turn it up. I don't think there's any difference to having it maxed out for anything, but I could be wrong. I'm going to turn it up because why not? But you could have it 90, 80, 70, 100. Doesn't really matter. But those are the settings for Modern Warfare 3. If you guys want any more tips and tricks videos, I have like class setup videos and all that coming out over the coming days that I plan to go over. But yeah, those are the main settings for you guys if you're interested in getting better settings. There you go. Obviously, there's probably better people out there to give you far more in-depth information about settings. I'm someone who learned the very basic minimum option, like the meanings of each setting, and then I'll just base it off that. So if you guys want me to go really in-depth with these settings, I will. But that could be a long video, and I don't want to make too long a video for you guys. But that being said, I hope this video has been helpful for you. If you stayed from the very beginning, I love you, appreciate you. And if you didn't, well then, love you anyway. You're still dope. And if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe, like, share all that good stuff. And I'll see you guys in the next one.